In a crowded city like Manhattan, parking can be really stressful, but is it worth the extra $500 to $4,500 to get a car that parks itself? We tested the Active Park Assist feature on 3 cars, the 2010 Ford Escape, the 2010 Toyota Prius, and we even got an early look at the pre-production BMW 5 Series, which launches this summer. The BMW 5 Series is designed to park on European streets where there are no designated parking spots. That means it needs a space that's 2 to 3 feet more than the size of the car, so we kept the cars parked between as tight as possible. The systems on all 3 of the cars work pretty much the same. Using sensors on the front and back of the vehicles, they use screen prompts that guide you through the process. Press the parking assistant button, drive along the street, and the system looks for spots on both sides of the car and shows arrows when it finds one that could work. You choose the one you want by turning on the turn signal or pressing a button. You then select reverse gear, take your hands off the wheel, and control the brake and the gas. The car does all the steering, even corrections, until you get into the spot. But to get a more practical approach, I wanted to test it in New York City, with some help from a colleague, Wall Street Journal auto writer Jonathan Welsh. Ford introduced the self-parking setup on a few of its luxury vehicles, but Jonathan and I tested out the system on the Escape Hybrid small SUV.
Of course, now see with that guy there.
In a bustling Manhattan setting, we ran into trouble almost immediately when the self-parking system didn't know how to navigate around a double-parked delivery guy.
That's not going to do it. Oh, let's try.
But once he left, we tried again. We also found that these systems give little warning for speeding buses, but they almost always work out fine when there's no distractions. And out of all of them, I must say that I was most impressed with the system on the Toyota Prius. Even better, there was no sudden acceleration. With all 3 vehicles, I had a hard time putting my full trust in the vehicle to do the work. But if you want more control, you can always hit the brake and adjust the speed of the park. And in the worst case, you can cancel the process. And while it did seem complicated at first, I found that the systems on all 3 of these vehicles were pretty user-friendly. But the thing is, the circumstances have to be just right. For the Wall Street Journal, I'm Lee Hawkins.